Hi guys, bonjour, it's me and Booger. Welcome aboard. Wow, you are really close to me. This light, sorry, it's a ring light, so close. All right, we're gonna make some mini strombolis, okay? In Germany, a friend of mine taught me how to make the big stromboli bread loaf thing there, and I've been following this recipe forever. So we're gonna make some mini ones with these mini rolls you can buy. So easy, you don't have to make dough from scratch. So I'm gonna find what ingredients I have. I think I have some Roma tomatoes out there. I'm gonna go fetch. Okay, they're not very big, but it'll work for this. But anyways, we're gonna make some mini strombolis in the air fryer. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Chin chin. All right, so I got all my stuff ready because we're gonna put this in the fridge for a couple hours before I cook the little mini pizzas. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, don't look at the date because I keep them in the freezer, of course, but they're Parker House style rolls dough, okay? So I took them out about an hour ago, about 2 hours ago, and they're soft, okay? So defrosted, try not to get them to stick together, and then I'm gonna put them in the fridge because they're done. I just don't want them to get all, you know, too soft, and we'll do the pizza in a couple hours. All right, so here, it's 2 eggs, but separate them, okay? You want the whites because we're gonna brush our stromboli rolls with that. So it's 2 egg yolks, large egg yolks. And this is freshly grated Parmesan cheese, about a tablespoon of that. And this is a teaspoon of parsley. I wish I had fresh parsley out of my garden, but it's kind of done right now. So that's dehydrated parsley. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. I will write it down below, you guys, so don't freak out. A teaspoon of oregano. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You could use vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever oil you want. I use olive oil. I don't have the other oils. I stopped buying that. I mean, I use it for maybe baking, but I have a little bottle of that if I need it. See? Doesn't that look like a seasoned butter? Oh yeah. I'm telling you, this stuff is golden. You don't need a whole lot. But this is for a stromboli, which is a frozen bread dough. You just roll that out and do this and spread that on the bottom, then do some pepperoni and ham or whatever you feel like doing. Man, it's good. Okay, so that's all married together. I'm gonna put some saran wrap on that and I'll see you in a couple hours. So here's what I've got to work with. Whatever you got, do that, but this is what I got. I went and got the smallest Roma tomatoes off my plants out there. See, they're tiny. And right now I'm freezing my tomatoes because I'm gonna make a big batch of salsa when they're all done. But these are the smallest ones that I'm gonna use for this. Here's a trick. That was a big old ham that was on sale. It was like, I can't remember, 79 cents a pound or something like that. And I cut pieces off there and vacuum sealed for when I do need ham, okay? I don't cook the whole ham, it's already cooked anyways, but, okay? So this is salami, dried Italian salami, like this. Had leftovers of that. And I was thinking mozzarella cheese, but then I was like, you know what? I've got a bunch of sandwich cheese, sharp white cheddar. So I'm gonna cut little pieces of that out of there. So let me prep this stuff. I'm gonna slice those very thin, or look, I'm not sure. Yeah, probably thin. And do some little cubes of that. Same with the little squares, okay? So I'll be back. Are we ready to do this? You're gonna see the air fryer in a minute, but I'm gonna get it oiled up so I don't, because I'm gonna get my hands dirty. So I'm using the Rapid Crisp air fryer by DeLonghi. It's a 5-quart one, okay? And these air fryers have bottom burners, so I don't have to. You can still do this without a bottom burner. I'm just saying it's going to take you a little bit longer, okay? I might have to turn that bottom burner off after a while because it's going to cook it a little bit faster than the top. All right, you'll see when I change the angle, you'll see what that looks like. So what I did is I sprayed a little bit of olive oil in here, okay? With the same sprayer, I just opened it up and sprayed a little bit of olive oil because you know, it sticks to the bag. So that's why it's all shiny like that. Are they cute? They're so cute. They also have, I think, buttermilk biscuits and stuff like that I used to get. You could do that with that as well. Yeah, the little tube stuff that scares the freak out of me there, that works too, but these are so good, you guys. You have to try the homemade bread. So just grab one of these. I've got my little mini roller here, but I think I'm just gonna use it in my hands. Yeah, that'll work. So stretch it out as best you can. All right. Comme ça. Remember our beautiful butter. I call it butter, but you know what I mean. It doesn't take much, but it's so good. I can't resist. So I'm putting like a teaspoon. Okay, spread it out. Oh boy, this stuff is thick. As so it should be. All right, beautiful, just like that. I always got a towel on my shoulder. That's the way I cook. Okay. All right, so let's start with. Okay, so when I'm folding them, the seam's going to go down. So this will be the top, right? So I don't want the cheese to ooze out if I have a little opening. So let's put some cheese in there. I'm gonna put just 2 slices. I sliced it in 4. Wait, I sliced it in half and then 3 pieces. That's what I did. See how thin my tomatoes are? Oh yeah, you just put about 4 or so in there. My mouth is watering. Look at my ham, my little cubes of ham. Hey, you could just do like roasted garlic and cheese and that'll be good. Now, some of that salami. Salami's a little salty, so you gotta take it easy with that. All right. Okay, so we have everything in there. All right. So let's put this like so. A little piece. See, I always overstuff. Do you guys do that? When I do egg rolls or lumpia, I always put too much filling in there. But luckily dough is stretchable, so. Oh yeah, I made it work. Look at that. All right. So let's close this up. Make sure there's no opening. Can you guys see? Now the egg wash, the egg white that we saved, that's gonna come in handy by holding all this together. Okay, just do the best, and we're gonna put it seam down in the air fryer like that. Okay, so let me do the rest of these. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit them. I don't want them touching together. It's gonna look like a big pile of, I don't know, bread. So let me finish this up, and I'll change the angle to the air fryer, and we'll see how it goes. We'll be back. I didn't overstuff it. I've got 2 left. I'm just gonna flatten it and make like flat pizzas out of them. It got easier after the second time. I had to oil my hands a couple times, you know, because it gets sticky. So we're probably gonna have some leakage, but it's all right. We can manage. So I've got 4, 6, 7, yeah, 8 in there. So here's the egg white that I mixed up with a fork. I'm gonna break those that egg white pretty good. Oh man, I hope you guys really try this. At least the butter coating, I call it. Now you need the egg white because it, you know, if you got little pop-ups or tears or something like that, this egg wash, I'm gonna brush it again, but it's gonna seal it up a little bit. So okay. All right, so with this air fryer, I typed it all down below what the numbers and all that stuff means. There is a pizza option. That's for real dough. So it's gonna cook really fast. Maybe that's what I want. I'll try to do that. Don't worry about 20 minutes. That's the settings they got on there. So that light's on. That means that bottom burner's on. Again, don't worry if you don't have that. I may turn it off. We'll see. And number 3 is good. I'll leave it at that. All right, so let's go. We'll be back. All right, you guys, you hear my other air fryer, the 4-quart. I put those 2 biscuits together, flatten it out, and I just made a pizza out of it. We're gonna call that Dunzo. That's pretty, huh? So how much time do we have left? 6 minutes? All right, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'm gonna plate it, and then I'll show you what else I gotta do to it. Look what the pan looks like. Okay, I didn't lose the cheese. Just a little bit oozed out. It's right on the side a little bit there. It happened to 2 of them. I love it. And there's the pizza. You see it? Look at it. Oh, it's hot though. I don't want to pick it up. Anyways, look. Oh my gosh. If y'all could smell this, it's divine. I don't use that word a lot, but it's divine. So I'm gonna cut one in half. This is my pasta sauce, my canned pasta sauce. Dip that in there. You could drizzle it on top. That's what I do with a Stromboli anyways. But let me check it out. Oh, look at the bottom. I left the bottom on. So again, if you don't have a bottom burner, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Whew, it's hot, but I want to take a picture. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture, let it cool a little bit, and then I'm gonna taste it. I know it's gonna be good though. We'll be back. All right. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh boy. Again, whatever you got in the fridge. Could be bacon. I almost thought about cooking bacon, putting that in there. Making like a BLT without the lettuce. I don't know. I was thinking all kinds of stuff. So it's my dipping bowl, so why not? Oh my gosh. Look at that. That butter solution, I'm telling you. It is so daggone good. I'm gonna give myself a holy snapping Martha. Can you please try this? I'm telling you, it is so delicious. I'm glad I put the tomatoes in there. It has a nice little touch. That cheese, anything, whatever. Do it your way. But do that butter solution. It's very easy to make. Alright? You guys, please try this. And the bag of rolls or whatever, that was like less than $4. And I used half of it already for rolls. But look, I mean, look how queasy it is to make a pizza. You know what I mean? Isn't that pretty? The forecourt did that. See that? That took less time. That took less time than that stuff. I just let it on high, left it alone. I think it was like 7-8 minutes. It was done. Okay, you guys. I wish I could share this with you, but you know, this is kind of like a virtual little dealio. That is friggin' hot. But look at that beauty, eh? Right? Fresh tomatoes out of the garden. Can't go wrong with that. All right, you guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Give me one of these if you like this kind of stuff. Have a good day. Bye-bye.